Hi, fire signs. Welcome in. Welcome back if you are returning back. Just wait here for a few minutes. I did the general reading today for December the 11th. I said it real fast on purpose because somebody was cutting in through. The whole video had cuts and stuff through it. And so if there are any upright enforcement, because God says you are out there and you are obligated to do what's right on my behalf. Somebody was deliberately doing the nonsense on my platform this morning. And people need to be investigated. Every person needs to be investigated who's Homeland Security, whatever you are. Some co-workers involved in some stuff with some nonsense. You can tell everything. God allowed everything that needs to come out. I trust in him. So this person's going to get spit in their face in the court of law. That's messing with my platform. Anyway, whoever the upright enforcement is, this ditch, this whore, this strange woman, nasty freak, crazy, disgusting, disgust needs to be taken care of. And so those of you who watched that video this morning, every so often it'd be like a little cut or whatever in there, but Most High ain't messing around with you. Man, I beg the Most High to give me the pleasure to beat the crap out of you and to take you down, and that I have every neck of my enemies. If you're new, I'm dealing with a criminal, and I got live recorded evidence against these freaks. And they're right up in the law enforcement. They're right up in FBI themselves. They nuts, folks. So there's some people that, good cop, bad cop, all day long. And I've had enough of it. They're trying to fight for something that rightfully belongs to Shannon Hensley. Don't belong to nobody else but Shannon Hensley. Don't belong to nobody else but Shannon Hensley. My music. You gonna pay for the deaths of my family? If you're new, I'm very, very personal on my platform. I've had enough. I just show up and just do what the Most High wants, and somebody just wants to take it and say, "No, I'm gonna act like I'm you," and you're nothing but a freak. Fire signs. We can take a look and see what's going on with you all. Oh, Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, I just thank you for who you are. No weapon formed against your people shall prosper. You give us a heritage to condemn their tongues, and I condemn every tongue that's up in here trying to prove your lie that will never be proven. You stole some stuff, and you're going to go to jail, and then you're going to go to hell. For some of these people, literally going to go to hell. They're backstabbing fools. They're backstabbing fools. I have freedom of speech and I have rights. And if you think that you are big and bad to get up in the face of the creator of the Almighty God, El Shaddai, then you go ahead and put your sticky fingers on my platforms. Go ahead. Because when the time comes when that stinger really does get you, that stinger ain't ever going away for eternity on your backside. Jehovah, I call upon you. I run into your name. What are you going to bring out for fire energy? I thank you. The battle belongs to you and you don't lose. So we just rest in that fact alone, Jehovah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. By the way, down below it will be completely gone. But I've been taking away anything that says to help for shelter and all that kind of stuff, because when I was in my car for 10 months because of these criminals, I had to cry out for help. And so the PayPal is no good. Cash App there, don't send nothing through, because they have literally gotten into accounts and stuff like that. And so on any video of mine, don't send nothing whatsoever. Ace of Wands. Somebody's getting judged out here. You're getting fired, actually. Somebody's going to get fired out here, thrown out, and you out. Okay? So the whore, the ditch, and all that kind of stuff that I just showed you at the bottom of the deck, the H and the R. You could work for your HR department as well, but the phonics of a whore is here. That's an hour, a specific hour is here. But this word in the Hebraic language goes to, I believe, fear. And the word fear just came out on the general reading. Okay, something about somebody going to have a meeting here as well. And there's work matters around you guys. And if you are upright and you seek after the Most High God, he's on our side. He ain't on the wicked side, folks. He ain't on the wicked side. Somebody trying to return to do some sexual matter as well. And God ain't going to let you get away with some nonsense. God ain't going to let you get away with some nonsense. The sun is here, so something bright looks good for you all. And there's a judgment going on here, fire signs. The H, the Q, and the R is coming out. King of Swords is coming out now. And I really hope you're upright, King of Swords, because Queen of Swords just came out in the general reading. If she's upright, I like all the court cards in the upright because they're truthful individual people. This is authority that is out here around some stuff. And Most High said in the general reading today for December the 11th that there's an investigation. There was going to be justice for it. And some of us are long due for some justice. Long due for some justice now. There's forcing something that's around some creation. This is the mottos of the houses. And this is I have. And somebody has created something and something's exposed in the next 24 hours in some stuff. And this King of Swords, if he's in the upright, he's very truthful, he's very calculated, he's going to find something out. And if he's in the negative, he's a low life, just as much as the Queen of Swords came out with a picture of the mask being ripped off. And he's psychopath nonsense in the reverse. There are two people here. For some of y'all, two people could be thrown out of something out here as well. There's justice. There's going to be justice for fire energy. The C and or the K is also here, or Kansas City is here. That's right, I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri. Always been out of Kansas City, Missouri. Never been out of France, ever. Never been out of anywhere but Kansas City, Missouri. Just saying. Fire signs, something important is going on for you all. And there's going to be a forcing on this judgment here. And we got FBI that came out this morning. The 8th house goes back to that. The sun in the Hebraic language goes back to government as well. Definitely there's authority around fire energies, and especially with the Hierophant here. So some of y'all got... there's organization out here when the Hierophant comes out here, but the pictograph language of the Hierophant is seeing a great sight and getting a great download. And something being exposed in a really big way out here for fire energy. Somebody going to have a meeting and there's a judgment out here on some nonsense. If you threw your career away doing some nasty stuff to another person on your job, that's on you. Most I said he was going to supernaturally fix something today. And so he's going to. So you're investigated. Somebody's investigated out here, and there will be justice to this, like Yehovah Elohim said. Okay, there's the Emperor here, and so somebody's being defeated out here. There's a boss figure real heavy out here. Somebody trying to circle around for a renewal, and then there's a destruction with it because the tower was there. Here it is. They come in real fast on some stuff. Well, anyway. Somebody is trying to circle around. There's a judgment to this. Okay? There is a judgment. There's sex matters attached to some nonsense. Somebody's boiling with pride. You go ahead and boil with pride. You go ahead and boil with pride. If you're new, I feel energy, and I will speak right out of space because there's unjust things going on with people. Unjust things are going on with people. And I will get up and fight and assert my rights, and so should you. Nobody has a right to take yours and say, now this is mine, and I'll fight for what's yours, but I'm going to have it. Nobody gets the right to do that crap. It's excrement and spit unto you. There's investigation going on. Get off my platform, Senator. You still got your pink outfit you wear. You didn't want nobody to know who you are, but I got your picture on my Instagram, or somebody's that's your soulmate that's there, or your kid that was being talked about on my Instagram. I don't care that you are a senator. You're illegal. You're a murderer. God told it that you were going to be on the news the night that I did that live recording. God knows every one of us. You can run, but you will never hide. Go ahead and put all your little shoes on. What else? I know this is different, folks, but I'm fighting a personal fight. If I would have been able to just get up this morning and do my reading, it would have been all cool. But no, that it came out to say that somebody was trying to get into the account. And that's exactly what took place, because Jehovah don't lie. That stuff can be recorded, and you are going to be found out. And let the public spit upon your face. You're a disgrace. What else do you want to bring out here, Jehovah? You're defeated. The psychopath came out in that reading. And I'm just not going to put up with the psychopath. There's the tower right there. It did come out, and somebody's investigating what's taking place. Your co-workers, FBI. Because it said in that reading, they did it on purpose. It was these cards, the investigation, that there was going to be justice, and a co-worker was involved in something. There's murder attached to some stuff. There is. Because that Five of Swords that came out in that other deck that I was using with that stupid porcupine brain was hiding behind the mound. They're a murderer. They think they get to murder somebody for their work and call it theirs. No, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Speak on, Jehovah Elohim. You deserve respect, Jehovah Elohim. So, you talk about prideful. This is in the reverse, and so is the sun. Sun's out here twice. Somebody's going to be humbled. Somebody's going to be humbled. There are two women involved in some stuff. And this can take us to warhead stuff because the Emperor's out here. And if you don't understand that, I'm not going to break it apart, but it is here with this. And this is the Devil card. They're very repetitious in what they do. And this is forcing something out here because I think there's some type of a big shot. The word out here, boiling with pride, is out here going on. And there's a pregnancy around some stuff, and there is, or there's an abortion attached to something because there's murder out here. God calls it murder. And he will forgive a murderer. But anyway, I'm not going to get into it. There's no condemnation if you've repented to the Most High and all that kind of stuff. But something about children come out all the time on the platform. Somebody is being humbled by force out here. Somebody's getting a big freaking tower out here on some stuff. There's secrets. The book. There's the book. We all know some stuff about the book that's connected with the FBI case stuff. It's out here showing. Okay. 9/11 is here. Well, the tower's here. New York's coming out around some stuff. Connections for fire energy. There's secrets out here. There's knowledge of some stuff in the hidden space. And somebody's angry. And we just don't care. You're a disgrace. Toxic. It fell on this King of Swords, so in the reverse of his energy then. Obviously, authority, if you're the upright authority is dealing with somebody very, very toxic out here. That's connected with the law. Headship is out here. This judgment, fire signs, is come from the heavens. It's come from the heavens. There is no apology. Somebody may they were trying to come around for an apology yesterday to get into the accounts. Somebody took the bribe, I guess. Now you're screwed. You're screwed. God said it was going to come with a curse. And the word blind came out this morning. And you take a bribe, it blinds you. Somebody's got some type of apology. They've been arrogant, insecure, rash actions are out here. It shows it right here. And now they got to pay for some stuff out here, fire signs. And they're going to get judged for some stuff. So again, somebody trying to come back for a renewal, and there's a destruction with this renewal. Some of y'all are not to take this apology because it is not sincere. It is not sincere. There's secrets. It's right here. Somebody got some secrets out here. Somebody may even keep a diary and it's got some stuff written down about all this stuff. And anyway, there are secrets around you, fire signs. Secrets are with the righteous. We're not moved by wicked people's secrets. Jehovah says for us not to be ignorant of devil energies around us. They're here. We're not ignorant. Whatever takes place with me and people that belong to the Most High, I've learned, like I could have got just bent out of shape on that video, but I kind of laughed at it. I was just like, I told the Most High, because I tell him all the time, just like he says, our times are in his hands. Okay? And God says to us, his people, that I'm the potter and you're the clay. And so as the clay is in my hands, so are ye in my hands, O house of Yisrael. And so whatever takes place, God, I've just got to the place in my life, I just rest. I get up and fight, absolutely. But I just rest because I know he's baiting these fools. He's using me for the bait, and then he's going to just knock them down to the pit of hell. They're bloody and deceitful, bloodthirsty, nasty filthbags. They don't have no value to them. There is people in the earth that have no understanding. And they were only created for the day of destruction because they refuse God. There's a destruction on these freaks. We just let them go ahead and trip themselves up because God promises they who dig a pit, they'll fall in it. Go ahead and keep digging. Go ahead and keep cutting on the videos. Go ahead. It's just evidence against you that I have. It's just more evidence piling against you. Not moved by you. I'm moved by Jehovah and Jehovah alone. And so are my brothers and sisters all over the world. What else you want to bring out here? There are secrets. They don't want their secrets known, but it's going to be exposed. They're blasphemous to God. What else? Look, I had a police officer admit to me through a text that I went live to read their text about how they sat there and they let some dog lick their private area with peanut butter. They and their partner. I went to the TIPS hotline here in Kansas City, Missouri. That's been recorded. I got so much recorded evidence against some nasty stuff. And makes people look bad? No, it makes you look bad that you would sit here and hide some freakish people doing nasty and you not getting up and removing them out of your city like that. They ain't your friend. They cray-cray. And you know who you are. Oh, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell some stuff. You think you're going to mess with me? I'm pushing you right back. I'm pushing you right down. And putting my foot right on your head, you serpent. Bestiality, nasties, toxicity. Yeah, they are toxic. The word toxic in the other deck came out. Toxic, nasty, devil energy is that they are. Closure. There is going to be closure out here. God's going to wrap some stuff up. And then the charisma, which would be like the ace of wands. And somebody's trying to come back around and say, I'm sorry, I want to apologize. But they're full of envy out here, fire signs. They nasty. There's a divine timing going on around some stuff around fire energy in the next 24 hours. Okay? Show me fire energy, Jehovah. Thank you, Jehovah. The car lot. Okay, well, we had a car wash that came out this morning as well. So whatever that is, jumped over here on the tower. If the tower can also be technology or somebody got pictures or a recording of something that's taken place around something, then it jumped out on that tower. What else you want to bring out here for fire energy? Prison. They are going to go to prison. They're going to be humbled because they're freaking prideful. Pride kills, man. Pride kills. Prison's on somebody. That hangman was there. I mean, it's all over the place. Somebody being judged. Throwing your careers away and everything else. You're hurting your families, folks. Getting up in here and doing some crazy stuff. Anyway, The in-laws are out here. Okay, well, the King of Swords is out here. It says somebody that you love is coming towards you today. Okay, so you better make sure they're upright. Better make sure they're upright, okay? Those who trap shall be trapped. There's a family betrayal out here going on, or it's already gone on. Somebody's investigated out here, fire signs. Or that's you being investigated. I don't know. What else you want to bring out here? You'll hold up. What else does fire energy need to know? What else? So there is a light-skinned individual, whatever the ethnicity is, wanting to jump out. This tells people to use your intuition. This could be your as an in-law person attached to something going on, whether she's upright or not. I don't know. There is a discovery out here. There's secrets out here. Something very toxic out here around these secrets. There's books being shown here. This is a discovery of something. This is like somebody's getting humbled. Somebody's getting humbled. You and I either humble ourselves to be lifted up, or God's going to knock you and I down. Somebody's too big for their freaking britches and some stuff somewhere, and they're getting knocked down. It's done. What else do you want fire energy to know? The star. Well, that star just over and over and over the last 3 or 4 days just really wants to come out. This is knowledge in the hidden space. Okay? And then there's birds out here. Chit-chatty stuff. Okay? This is like, hey, let's have a meeting. The word for meeting is out here in the pictograph language. Let's go somewhere and do something. All right, somebody obviously dug a pit to try to trap somebody. Now they're going to be trapped. They're defeated. They're defeated. They're defeated, fire signs. Pick through my hand, Jehovah Elohim. What do we need to know? Forgive or you will not be forgiven by the Father. Okay? Maybe you need to forgive yourself only. I don't know. Maybe you need to forgive somebody. Somebody needs forgiveness. You don't forgive something, or somebody is just like crazy. You're defeated. If this apology is not upright, folks, and you're just trying to do something to come back around, do something for some trapping because you've got some type of unforgiveness of whatever you're trying to cover up out here, you're going to pay for it in a really bad way. If somebody is being very, very sincere and you need to apologize, you need to get up and apologize, and you need to be very sincere and humble yourself, or you are going to get humbled. I'm not saying it, God's saying it, folks. Something very toxic going on out here. It's ridiculous. There's a charitable institution involved in so. Hey, Gina. There's siblings involved in some stuff. Seen on TV. We had heard on the radio this morning as well. Something connected with a library and the letter U. It looks like an N. It's flipping it around here. So you can take it, UN. Okay, which is the rune. When it comes out, it looks like an N. So you could be dealing with foreign people, foreign places from the UN. But the letter U, or you need to do a U-turn around some stuff. What's the last message here for fire energy? I'm going to take a scripture card as well. What does fire need to know? Hold on a minute. So there's a hidden relationship around somebody at work doing some stuff. Something going to be seen. Okay, something even going to the news, or maybe I'm talking to newscasters. There has been a pregnancy out here in a secret relationship. That's why they try and do some crap out here. Or somebody got pregnant and there's unforgiveness on something, and there's all hell has broken loose out of a matter. And so I guess it is what it is for those of you dealing with that matter. 2 X's could be involved. This is the NG together, which in the Hebraic language is the other direction, GN, I believe. It represents protection. And the Most High is your protection only. There is no protection outside of him, folks. But there's luxury, and it's been thieved. This person's greedy for gain. They're pierced through in their own heart. They went the wrong path. They're nasty. Some people know about some stuff. They're actor as well around some stuff. Whoever the crap they are. They go into prison. They go into prison. Okay, the G and the N together, or two X's, is the picture of the construction worker. A worker is involved in something as well, attached to this situation. Somebody going to get freaking humbled. Somebody's mean as all get out. They ate up in their mind. Showed so in the first reading. Catch him, Father God. It says that there's gold in a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. It's so Jehovah is supernaturally going to fix a problem. Thank you, Most High. He brought that out on the general reading today. He's going to. He's going to do something. Jehovah, you're not a liar. Something bright for the upright, and some crazy and around toxic people that won't go to the Most High for something out here. What else you want to bring out for fire energy? England is involved in some, so we already know that. I already know it. This one wants to come out. Leadership. Yeah. Leadership is out here. Leadership is out here. In the spirit of control, Jezebel. Look, folks, it came out in this morning's general reading, and Jezebel wants your property. And she uses sexual things. She uses sacrificing and things like that. She kills your kids, is her energy. The spirit of Jezebel is nasty. This person is fixing to get humbled and beaten by God Almighty. I don't know who you think you are, but you're a low-life nasty on people. We command you to go to hell. You don't have a right to control nobody. There's a record of something. A documentation is that. It's probably probably the birth certificate thing that came out today. Again, because we've got baby stuff out here with these storks, okay? And then the color black. You interpret whatever that means for you. It could be an object, person, whatever. So if there's interracial things going on with something, then there could be as well. Whatever that is. Okay? All right, fire signs. I know this is a little different, but I had to get up on here and I have to fight. And I will fight for my rights, and I will assert my rights, and so should you. Nobody has a right to take things from you and call it theirs and then sit up there and think that they're going to fight for something that you're doing with the work of your own hands that have been dedicated to the Most High. These people want to be bitter on things that they've done, hide their stuff and take whatever and get into some secret relationships out here because they've done family betrayals or what, they're betraying their own self. That's on them. We don't have to put up with it. They're going to get off our stuff. We command it. Let the host of heaven come after you, because Jehovah is coming after you. He is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly before him. And I strive for that every single day. All right, this is what come out, folks. I bless you. Until next time, shalom.